Friday, 2 p.m. tip-off in Seattle. We have 5 seed Memphis taking on 12 seed Colorado State. I'm here with Dion. We're talking about this region a little bit. Dion, this game should be a popular upset pick. Colorado State is coming in as winners of 10 straight. We've seen Memphis sort of be up and down throughout their AAC slate. It's kind of funny they're up and down, but they still went 16-2 in the league. Just had a bunch of close calls. A lot of talent on both sides of the ball. Should be a fun matchup, but what are you looking for out of this one?
So it is a popular upset pick, and I'm looking for the spread right now.
Kim
Um,
Kim Palm has Colorado State favored by 1. So I guess technically not a it would be a seed line upset, probably not a Vegas upset.
so I was gonna say seed line upset, not in Vegas. Colorado State's 2.5 point favorites at the moment. I want to say someone got ruled out for Memphis.
It's Tyrese Hunter, the point guard.
Tyrese Hunter got ruled out for Memphis. So this is definitely a very popular upset pick. By the way, didn't know Tyrese Hunter got ruled out. They didn't know that. So my bracket's done. We're gonna have to go edit it. Join the Discord, Sleepers Media Bracket Challenge. Please join the Discord. Join it. $10 for each of them. Gonna have to go redo the bracket this morning. I'm thinking because didn't know Tyrese Hunter got ruled out. This Colorado State team's fun. I objectively like them a lot more than Boise State. When I was watching that finals, like one of these teams can get in
Hmm.
very easy. Which team I would prefer gets in? I like the style of play from Colorado. I'll be honest though, I think Dane Dange is going to be a problem for Colorado State. I think if him and Haggerty can slow the game down a little bit, you don't let Colorado State get up and down and run,
Hmm.
control tempo. I think the two of them are both going to be issues for Colorado State. I'm
I
not
think
sure I'm actually going to change my bracket.
Yeah, and to be clear, I actually don't know if Hunter has officially been ruled out as of a quick Twitter search. I know Penny's most recent update was 2 days ago and said his ankle's a little bit sore still, and they have to see if he can go, basically. And I'm guessing that'll be determined in practice the next couple of days. But I'm sort of with you, Dion. I like this spot for Colorado State because I think they have the best player on the floor who we'll get to. But I could see the Memphis like front court and the size giving Colorado State a little bit of problems. Just looking at like CSU's front court is Rashawn Memba, who's 6'7", Jalen Crocker Johnson, who's 6'8", Ethan Morton, Purdue transfer Ethan Morton. He sees a little bit of burn at the 4. He's only 6'7", and I mean, I don't know if they were tested a ton by like true size, like a front court with that could overwhelm them physically down the stretch in Mountain West play. Like Boise State, they're another one of those teams that has they got a bunch of like 6'7", 6'8" dudes playing at the 3, 4, and 5. Honestly, their 3 and 4 is like kind of interchangeable. Their 5 man was Omar Stanley. He's only 6'8" as well, to where I think if that's what you're used to playing, I could see Memphis giving them some fits with Dane Danger. And I get Danger. He's not like height wise, he's not massive, but it's just like he's a physical load. And even seeing like how many times he gave Yaxel Lindeborg buckets, and Lindeborg's probably going to hit the portal and make over 7 figures this upcoming offseason. And Danger kind of got the better of him 3 times, like down the stretch of this season. If they're doing that to a similar sized front court in UAB with a better player, I think there's a real advantage that the Tigers could find in this one.
Yeah, I agree. You think Neek's the best player on the court, though? I can't get
I love Neek. I think Neek might just win this game by himself.
better than PJ Haggerty. Yeah,
Yes.
see,
Yes. I give him the edge over PJ.
really?
Dude, I think because Neek does it on both ends of the court. It's not like his stats are insane. He's averaging 19 and 9 and putting up 4 assists on top of that. He does everything for this Colorado State team, and he guards the best player. Like he can create shots off the bounce. He's got a nasty step back. Like you don't expect dudes who are he's like 6'6", 205. You just don't see too many dudes at the college level who are like going ISO top of the key hitting step backs. And on top
I mean, Haggerty's averaging 22 for the second straight season. I don't know if offensive creation's the route I would go
I
with.
get that, but it's like Haggerty's probably, I would say maybe he and Haggerty are about even in terms of shot creation. Maybe Haggerty's probably shiftier, quicker, more agile because Haggerty's a guard. But I think when you factor in what Neek does on the glass, and especially going against that Memphis front line and how much that's going to play into like how this game plays out, on top of like I mean, their point guard's really good, Kai and Evans. I think he's the perfect two to Clifford, but Clifford does a bunch of facilitating as well. He can just do everything on the court. I texted you offline and said he might be Iguodala 2.0, which I know plays into the Warriors fandom. That's how I'm trying to win you over to the Rams side.
I mean, I like Colorado State. I like Neek. Don't get me wrong. I just like PJ Haggerty a lot more. I mean, when he hits the transfer portal, by the way, I want everyone. I want everyone on board. We don't want to hear Riley talk about him in North Carolina. Not after these comments.
I will 100% be shaking some mad tushy for PJ Haggerty to come to
Oh yeah.
UNC. Let
Oh
that
yeah.
be known.
Oh yeah. Like, we don't want to hear it after these comments. Like, once he hits the portal, we don't want to hear it because he's gonna hit the portal, be the number one ranked player in the portal most likely.
I
But no, I
also want
like
to,
Colorado State. I like
yeah.
Neek. I just think PJ Haggerty is gonna be the best player on the court. Neek's probably second. I think the issue though is regardless of whether Tyrese plays or not, Memphis has the third best player on the court. It's either going to be Danger or Tyrese. If Tyrese plays, that means they also have the fourth best player on the court. Um, Nonetheless, I think Memphis is more talented than Colorado State. I do really like this Colorado State team. I'm just not sure what they can do with how many weapons that Memphis does have. It's weird because going into this season, Penny was questioned, rightfully so. By the way, he's had all this talent, hasn't really done anything. He finally has the team that, like on paper, no one really viewed as one of his more talented teams, and I think you're getting the best result. So I do think Penny can coach guys up. I do think Penny can develop them.
Mhm.
I'm really excited to see Memphis long term. I think we're getting ready to see that Penny that everyone was excited about when he got to the college game. And also like credit to him because he's learning. When he took the college job, his only real experience was high school, where he just had the best teams like ever.
Mhm.
So it's not like he really had to work too hard as a high school coach, but he's developing himself along with others. I'm really excited to see what Memphis looks like in the future, assuming they keep Penny. Which, by the way, if they don't, well, North Carolina just hands Hubert Davis
All
extension.
right, all right.
Hey, it's just-
All right, let's keep it moving. I think Penny's done a great job with this roster, and oh man, there's like Memphis is one of those teams that ups their play when they're going against quality opponents. Even looking at like the Torvik metrics in quality efficiency games, their offense is 26th in the country, compared to 88th on the year normally. I think that means something, and I like that they elevate themselves when the time comes. However, I'm going to give you another Torvik stat, Dion. So since February 15th, which is over Colorado State's 10-game winning streak, the Rams rank eighth in the country with the 15th best offense, the eighth best defense. And I even looking at that Boise State game, Boise State came out hot, but like Colorado State was forcing them into tough shots. They made some garbage. That would be the side of the Rams, that I would say I think they'll be able to force Memphis into tough shots. The side of the Tigers would say this is what Memphis does. They make tough shots. PJ Haggerty says, "All right, bet. Like I can make these tough shots. You can force me into non-ideal situations, and I'm going to get buckets or I'm going to get fouled and go to the free throw line." Conversely, though, like if I were to be the anti-Memphis side, this stat really scared me off. In the AAC tournament, they won those three games by with an average margin of victory of 5.3 points. And kind of scurrying by AAC foes. That's what gives me the most pause with this Memphis team. Even though I like the makeup, I mean, they still won 29 games, which is nothing to turn your nose at. Haggerty is an absolute stud. That two-man game of Haggerty Danger is about as good as you're going to find. I still think Colby Rogers was a little bit down for the end of the year, but I still love him as like just the dude who can get hot and light you up from three on a moment's notice. I don't know, man. All in all, though, when I consider the composition of the two teams, when I consider how both are playing leading up to this, I still buy the Rams because I trust them to get stops more than I trust Memphis to get stops, even if Haggerty can create out of nothing. And I still trust like game on the line. I want the ball in Neek's hands over Haggerty's hands.
That's crazy. That's crazy. My last thing about Memphis money line. Memphis by a billion. Memphis by a billion. PJ Haggerty's going for 30.
We'll be back breaking this one down along with every single tournament game. So make sure you're staying tuned in to the Sleepers Media YouTube network. Like and subscribe.